Hello everyone and welcome to Exam Coach. আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'টোত মই ইলেকশ্যনৰ লগত ৰিলেটেড কিছুমান ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট MCQs ডিছকাছ কৰিম। ইয়াৰ আগৰ ভিডিঅ'টোত ইলেকশ্যনৰ লগত ৰিলেটেড যিখিনি কনষ্টিটিউশ্যনেল প্ৰভিজন আৰ্টিকল 324 পৰা আৰ্টিকল 329 লৈকে ডিটেইলছত ডিছকাছ কৰা হৈছে। যদি কোনোবাই ভিডিঅ'টো চোৱা নাই চাই ল'ব। আৰু যেহেতু এইটো ইলেকশ্যন ইয়াৰ হয়, গতিকে ইলেকশ্যনৰ লগত ৰিলেটেড কুৱেশ্যন যিকোনো এক্সামতে ফ্ৰেম হ'ব পাৰে, APSC হওক বা আদাৰ গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট এক্সামছত হওক। গতিকে ইলেকশ্যন টপিকটো আপোনালোকে ভালকে চাই থাকিব। So without any further ado, let's get started. The first question is, the Election Commission holds elections for, so the correct option is option A. The parliament election will conduct for Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislature election will aru president or first president election conduct korar. It was the Indian Constitution or Article 324 clause 1. Next question is, the Election Commission does not conduct the elections to the kunbilak election commission conduct nokore. Local bodies or elections. So option D is the correct option. Local bodies or election commission conduct nokore. Local bodies or elections will conduct kore state election commission. Okay. Under 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment or joriote state election commission can create kora hoisile for every state to conduct elections to panchayats and municipalities. Aro state election commissioner appoint kore governor. Third question is, regional commissioner is appointed by the, so the correct option is by the president. The president may appoint regional commissioner after consultation with the election commission. So regional commissioner appoint kore president after consultation with the election commission. Or etu ase our Indian constitution or article 324 or clause 4. What is the tenure of the Chief Election Commissioner of India? So the correct option is option C, 6 years or till the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. Fifth question is, the Chief Election Commissioner can be removed. Chief Election Commissioner can remove koribo pari. So correct option is B, by each House of Parliament by a special majority and on the ground of proven misbehavior and incapacity. So Chief Election Commissioner remove koribole special majority lage aru misbehavior and incapacity grounded remove kora hoy. Aru Chief Election Commissioner of Supreme Court or judge jibila ground aru jitu manner remove kora hoy he eke manner same manner aru same grounded Chief Election Commissioner ko remove kora hoy. Aru Chief Election Commissioner jitu removal process, he removal process tor bikhoy mention kora ase Indian Constitution or Article 324 clause 5. Aru this special majority kotha koise, so removal requires special majority of 2/3 of the members present, 2/3 members present thakibo lagibo aru and voting supported by the more than 50% of the total strength of the house. Next question is, the power of election commission are given in which of the following articles of the constitution? So Indian constitution or kuntu article or election commissioner power bikhoy ullekh kora ase. Article 324 election commissioner power bikhoy ullekh kora ase. Next is, the election commissioner and the regional commissioner can be removed by election commissioner or regional commissioner can remove kora hoy. Option is, correct option is C, by the president on the recommendation of the Chief Election Commissioner. So president remove koribo pare, Chief Election Commissioner kintu recommend koribo lagibo. Chief Election Commissioner recommendation to necessary. Chief Election Commissioner recommend korar pisote president other election commissioner or regional election commissioner remove koribo pare. Aru elukor removal process to ase Indian Constitution Article 324 clause 5. Which article bars the interference of the judiciary in the matters of poll conducted by the election commission? So Indian Constitution of kuntu article or joriote judiciary se election matters interfere koribo nware hetu bar dia hoise ba badha pradan kora hoise. Correct answer is Article 329. So Article 329 or joriote bar dia hoise ba Article 329 bars the interference of the judiciary in the matters of poll conducted by the election commission. Next question is, which of the following regarding election cannot be called in question in any court. So আমি statement বোৰ চাই লওঁ. The validity of any law relating to the delimitation of constituency, that is correct. এইবোৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত so delimitation constituency delimitation লগত related যিবিলাক law সেইবিলাকৰ validity ক্ষেত্ৰত কোৰ্টত কোনো question কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Allotment of seats to the constituency এইবিলাক বিষয়টো কোনো question কৰিব নোৱাৰে কোৰ্টত. Provisions met or purporting to be met under Article 327 and 328. 327 under Parliament election related যিকোনো provisions বনাব পাৰে আৰু 328 under state legislature election related যিকোনো provisions বনাব পাৰে. So এইবিলাক বিষয় কোৰ্টত question কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Preparation of the electoral law, this is also correct. So the correct option is all of the above. Next question is, when Chief Election Commissioner shall act as the chairman of the Election Commission? Chief Election Commissioner ketia Election Commissioner chairman hisabe act kore. So the correct option is option A. When any other election commissioner is so appointed. Aru hetu dia ase amar bharatiyo সংবিধানৰ article 324 clause 3. Next is, who recognizes the political parties in India? The correct option is Election Commission of India. How many days is given to the candidate to file their nominations from the date of notification of the election? So election or notification date diar pora kiman dinor bhitor candidate jone nomination file koribo lage. So within 8 days or bhitor nomination file koribo lage. Okay, our nomination logot related jikhini legal provisions he provisions pur ase the Representation of People's Act 1951. Okay, and the candidates is required to deliver his nomination paper on or before last date for filing of nomination fixed by the Election Commission. Election Commission is fixed kore under section 30 of Representation of People's Act. আৰু এটা কথা মনত ৰাখিব যে পাব্লিক হলিডে ডেটত কিন্তু নমিনেশ্যন ফাইল কৰিব নোৱাৰে আৰু পাব্লিক হলিডে ডিক্লেয়াৰ কৰা হয় আন্ডাৰ দ্য নিগোচিয়েবল ইনষ্ট্ৰুমেন্ট এক্টৰ মতে হয় পাব্লিক হলিডেটো ওকে সো যদি লাষ্ট ডে টু বা 7 ডে টু পাব্লিক হলিডে হয় তেতিয়া পাব্লিক হলিডেৰ ইমিডিয়েট নেক্সট ডেট নমিনেশ্যনখন ফাইল কৰিব লাগিব আৰু nomination papers and nomination paper should be presented কোনে প্ৰেজেন্ট কৰিব পাৰে either by the candidate জনেও পাৰে নাইবা তেখেতৰ proposer জনেও পাৰে নাইবা or by any of his proposer. Next question is, in which year 2 additional commissioners were appointed for the first time in the election commission? So our election commission kon constitute hoisile 1950 tetia our election commission kon asil single member body. Okay, tar hoise for the first time 1989 not দুজন additional commissioner appoint kora hal 1981 ote aisile 61st amendment to আর 61st amendment or জৰিয়তে voting is আগতে আছিল 21 years আর 65 amendment or জৰিয়তে voting is to reduce কৰি কৰা হল 18 years. আৰু মোৰ আগৰ ভিডিওটো যেটো টাইমলাইন কেনেকে বিভিন্ন সময়ত বিভিন্ন ইলেকশন কমিশনৰ কিমান মেম্বাৰ থাকিব না সেই টাইমলাইনটো মই ডিসকাস কৰিছো চাই লব. Next question is, which of the following committee made a recommendation that election commission should be a 3-member body? So the correct option is Tarkunde committee. So Joy Prakash Narayane এখন committee set up কৰিছিল 1974 Joy Prakash Narayan তেখেতে এখন committee set up কৰিছিল under the chairmanship of Justice V.M. Tarkunde, okay, to study and report on a scheme for electoral reforms. আৰু এই কমিটিখনে যিবোৰ ৰেকমেন্ডেশন দিছিলে সেই ৰেকমেন্ডেশনৰ ভিতৰত এটা ৰেকমেন্ডেশন আছিল যে ইলেকশন কমিশনখন 3-member body হ'ব লাগে. Next question is, who was the first woman to become a chief election commissioner of India? So the correct option is P.S. Ramadevi was the first chief election commissioner of India, first women chief election commissioner of India. Option 1 যেটো মই নাম দিছো নীলা সত্যনারায়ণ তো ইয়াতে মই কোৱেশ্চনটো যদিও ফ্ৰেম কৰা নাই মই কৈ দিও যে নীলা সত্যনারায়ণ তেখেত আছে she is the first woman in India to head and state election commission. তো নীলা সত্যনারায়ণে মহাৰাষ্ট্ৰ state election commission খন হেড কৰা first মহিলা. So মনত ৰাখিব ফাৰ্ষ্ট চিফ ইলেকশ্যন কমিশ্যনাৰ অফ ইণ্ডিয়া আছিলে VS ৰামাদেৱী আৰু ষ্টেট ইলেকশ্যন কমিশ্যনক হেড কৰা প্ৰথম মহিলাগৰাকী হ'ল নীলা সত্য নাৰায়ণ আৰু মহাৰাষ্ট্ৰ ষ্টেট ইলেকশ্যন কমিশ্যনক তেখেতে হেড কৰিছিলে। When was the election commission established? So election commission established হৈছিলে 25th January 1950. 25th January to election commission day বা election commissioner foundation day হিচাপে observe কৰা হয় আৰু 25th January টোত national voters day হিচাপে celebrate কৰা হয়। Okay, আৰু national voters day to 25th January to national voters day হিচাপে celebrate কৰা হৈ আহিছে since 2011 পৰা celebrate কৰা হৈ আহিছে। Electorate means what? Option C is correct. All citizens who possess the right to vote and elect their representation in an election. Next question is adult suffrage means. So adult suffrage to Indian Constitution or Article 326 ত উল্লেখ কৰা আছে। So adult suffrage means option C, every adult of the country has a say in the administration and governance of the country. Next question is all electioneering campaigning during the time of election are stopped. So election campaign, hey campaign would get you stop kora hoy. So the correct option is option B, that is 48 hours before the actual poll. Delimitation of constituencies and determination of constituencies reserved for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes are done by delimitation commission. The delimitation constitution scheduled caste বা scheduled tribes or যিবিলাক constituency সেইবিলাক determine কৰে কোনে delimitation commission কৰে। The delimitation commission to হৈছে it's a commission established by the government of India under the provisions of Delimitation Commission Act আৰু ইণ্ডিয়াত এতিয়ালৈকে 4 times delimitation commission established কৰা হৈছে 1952 1963 1973 and 2002. Next question is the power to decide the date of an election to a state legislative assembly rests with the. So state legislative assembly election date decide kora power কাৰ থাকে এতিয়া আমাৰ অসমৰ যে election হ'ব তো সেই date বোৰ কোনে ঠিক কৰিছে। So correct option is option C, election commission of India. So election commission of India state legislative assembly election date বোৰ decide কৰে। Next question is consider the following statement about state election commission. So তলত দিয়া statement বোৰ কোনবিলাক statement state election commissioner ক্ষেত্ৰত true হয়। The first statement we চাই লম, the state election commissioner shall be appointed by the governor of the state. This is correct. The state election commissioner shall have the power of even preparing electoral rolls besides the power of superintendence, direction and control of the election to the panchayat. This statement is also correct. The state election commissioner cannot be removed in any manner from his office until he demits himself or completes his tenure. This statement is not correct. This statement is wrong. State election commissioner removal process hetu high court or judge or hoite eke hoy. So the correct option is option C, that is the 1 and 2. So statement 1 or 2 to correct hoy. Next question is which article of the Indian Constitution has given the power to the Parliament to make provision with respect to elections to the legislature? So correct option is Article 327. Or Article 320 under dia hoise state legislature of power. Okay, state legislature power to make provisions with respect to election to legislature. So এইটো মনত ৰাখিব 327 under Parliament of power dia hoise আৰু 328 under state legislature of power dia hoise. So election লগত related যিকোনো provisions বনাব পাৰে। Who is a returning officer? Correct option is C, an officer who is responsible for conduct of election in a constituency and declares results. So returning officer to us, it's returning officer is the statutory authority, okay, to conduct the polling conduct kore, counting process conduct kore and to decide validity of ballot papers. Okay, so এইবিলাক কাম কৰে কোনে returning officer আৰু returning officer জন হৈছে statutory authority আৰু election commissioner returning officer overrule কৰাৰ power নাই। Statement মনত ৰাখিব যে election commission has no power to overrule returning officer. Last question is for the election commission at the district level who acts as the district returning officer. So district level district returning officer হিসেবে কোনে কাম কৰে? So correct option is district collector act as the district returning officer. So এইখিনি আছিলে election লগত related important MCQs. With this I take your leave. Thank you.